Women of Reddit, what are some unexpected skills that make men attractive for you? Does the ability to be self-aware count? It's attractive when a guy owns his flaws rather than denying them or being hypocritical in an attempt to hide them. Monsieur, I'm not big on religious quotes, but I do have one from the Bible: whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted.
Grocery shopping. Not just the literal going to the store and putting things in the cart, but coming up with a meal plan for the week of a variety of well-balanced meals and getting it all. The mental load is real. Yell.
Me comes home with 42 TV dinners. Hashtag MISSIONACCOMPLISHED. Being able to take care of someone who's under the weather. It's a role that falls to women in most families, so a lot of guys don't get the chance to learn. I never realized how much I'd appreciate a man who could hold my hair out of my face while I puked, then kiss me when I felt better until it happened. I got really sick before the second date with my college boyfriend. We were supposed to go to a movie, but I was a phlegmy, coughing, feverish mess. I called him, sounding like death, and during a brief conversation he managed to casually find out that I like grilled cheese and tomato soup when I'm sick. 30 minutes later, he shows up at my dorm with a homemade grilled cheese and a bowl of tomato soup. I married that boy. 11 years and a fair number of grilled cheese later, I have zero regrets.
This isn't really a skill, but I love it when men are able to genuinely and unashamedly express when they think something is cute. I feel like it's really common to see women squealing and getting really excited over, say, a puppy or a kitten or an adorable cartoon character, but men are kind of expected to not be affected by cuteness or not show it.
Same. I view it as a sign of masculinity when they're not afraid of being viewed as unmanly. Someone who can care for themselves. Take a shower. Clean up your own mess. Caring for one another in a relationship is important, but some guys mistake this for, I need to find myself another monsieur. I know it says unexpected skills in the title, but there are so many guys who don't seem to realize this. I just wanted to get it out there. Edit. Typo. I'm currently living with a male roommate. Proactive cleanliness has now moved up much higher on the qualification list. Standing up to others, particularly mates, who are being holes. Having a strong moral compass. Empathy and selflessness is seriously sexy. Good lord, the bar is on the fucking ground. It couldn't be any lower. Oh my god.
I can't help but notice 90% of these are things women are traditionally expected to do. Like, guys haven't been taught to do them by their families because that's women's work. Whether leaving their sons out of the lesson was intentional or not. The result is generations of men who can't do basic things to take care of themselves. So they end up leaning too heavily on their partners. I say fuck that. Everyone deserves to know how to keep their living space clean and pleasant to be in. How to cook delicious meals for themselves because it saves money and can be a source of pride and creativity. No one should feel they need to shackle themselves to someone else in order to live a life of quality.
Please say juggling, please say juggling, please say juggling.
Show me juggling. X.
Baking, cooking, sewing, even just mending a button or hemming in clothing, and general housekeeping. Essentially having basic life skills that prove you are an adult able to fend for themselves and aren't looking for a second mother in a partner. Also being able to intentionally move your tricep, whatever muscle is connected to your upper arm near shoulder outwards facing side. That's impressive AF.
My fiancé and his brother have had to chase women off while they were working on sewing projects. Sewing is an incredibly attractive skill.
Emotional intelligence.
Guys, there's an actual definition to what emotional intelligence is. It isn't just having your emotions in check.
Active listening skills. Hearing me and understanding me is not the same thing as responding in a way that makes me feel heard and understood. Edit. So I'm not gonna go through and answer every single reactionary response here, trying to distinguish the difference between active listening that makes the person feel heard and passive listening. That's what Google is for. What? That's the spirit.
Maths. Anything scientific, general broad knowledge and stone cold logic on top of it. I also like it when a guy can dance. But this is a whole different area.
I seldom find these traits go hand in hand.
I know, that's why I'm holding so tightly to my current partner.
Ability to play piano. With or without the caveat well? Haha, I should add well. They don't have to be prolific, but it should sound pleasant. Once again, a thread basically describing my late husband. Goddamn, I miss that man. I am so sorry for your loss. I'm sure he was a wonderful man. Hugs to you, smiley face. Playing an instrument, plus. But honestly, if they are passionate about something, whether it's art or coding or reading books, it's all a major booster. It shows that they can be dedicated to something, and that's really attractive. Emo.
Be yourself, bro, and have a personality. I'm a 3'2" misogynistic incel. I be myself by commenting hateful things about women in the dark corners of Reddit. Got one half of the criteria down then. Nice. One could describe my personality as cynical, hateful, arrogant and existent. Two halves of them down then. Wow, no wonder I have supermodel girls proposing to me left, right and center. It's all beginning to make sense.
Half the time I hear this, I feel like what they're really saying is act like the person I want you to be, but do a better job at acting.
When they hand me the tools, I ask for and don't include any advice. Women of Reddit, how can I become attractive to you? Not tying your shoelaces and being polite yet firm when people suggest you tie them. You're being able to walk around all day with shoes untied and not tripping over your laces shows that you are willing to take risks and adds an air of mystery, eccentricity to you. To not trip requires a level of skill and constant awareness that not everyone has. Plus it shows you don't really care society expects you to do.
WHAT.
Man here. I'm surprised by how many men that are lacking what should be basic life skills taught by their parents.
Yeah, agreed. It's scary. Cleaning and cooking. Seriously guys. Hell, one girl said showering and meant it seriously. What the hell? How are these things just not expected? Cooking, okay. I get that to some extent because it can be a skill some people are really good at. But everyone should be able to cook a basic meal. I don't know how some people make it to tomorrow sometimes. I remember having a conversation with a woman at work who had assumed I was married because I brought a decent meal to work to eat for my lunch. She didn't realize that men can cook. This thread makes the bar seem so low. I wonder why I'm still single. I can cook, wash dishes, clean the bathroom, and shower. My fingernails are neatly trimmed and I just clipped my toenails yesterday. Ladies, please PM me if I sound like a catch to you.
If he excusely knows what he is talking about. I don't care if it's space, IT or science. If you can talk passionate about something you like, it's very attractive.
Let's talk about spelling and grammar.
Next. Storytelling. A man who can convincingly pretend to be a character he came up with on his own in IRC roleplay. Or can build a world and play multiple topics as a tabletop game master. It demonstrates creativity, thinking outside the box, keeping track of multiple things not related to oneself, and seeing situation from multiple points of view. Cooking and the related grocery shopping, especially in the produce aisle. I went through all of college through my late 20s without ever meeting a guy who was a good cook and liked to cook. If I did, I would jumped him and nabbed him right away. Finally got married to one who doesn't do any of these things but is great in many other respects. looks, smarts, success. But still I sometimes regret it. It's not just the whole helps split up the cooking thing, but I'm always dreamed of having a man who cooks with me, the whole egg in the mountain of flour and kneading the dough and cutting the pasta together thing. It takes enjoying good food and wine together to a whole nother level. It's not the same when I make it myself or when we go out. People say I'm a good cook, but I hate cooking with other people. Every time I've done it, it changes your role from chef to project manager, and I really hate balancing what I have to do with figuring out what someone else should do. I'll still cook for people anytime, but let me pace it myself. Ice skating.
Hockey or figure?
Not any in particular, just to chill ice skating. Being able to give a good massage. Cooking and cleaning up the mess afterwards. And cleaning an entire bathroom from the tub to the sink. Planning anything. Being romantic spontaneously. Better yet, showing off these skills without being asked to do so. I'm a guy, but I have heard that things like changing a tire, putting up a tent, or woodworking.
If that is true, I am doomed. Being a good listener, I personally think that my partner is my best friend and that I am his. So that is a rare thing that I appreciate. A lot of people don't listen. They hear you and give you solution or opinion. But sometimes, I just need personally to feel that somebody understands what I am talking about. Really, deeply. Plus being good at planning and math. I am a bit messy, so it is really something I like because it helps me become more organized. Also having a deep and interesting conversation and making people feel at ease.
Asterisk someone say parkour. I hope someone says parkour asterisk. I mean, I'd be hella impressed and attracted to someone who could do parkour. Extra points if they also had really good basic life skills and the ability to know their limits, so I wouldn't have to keep worrying that I'd end up attending their funeral. Braiding hair. My ex could do it and it was so cool. Especially since he could French braid, and it's so exhausting to do those yourself sometimes. What if I can braid my beard? Even better. King. Flexibility. There are many flexible women, but for men it's pretty rare and harder to achieve. So that makes it really cool and attractive. IMO. You mean like putting the feet behind your neck kind of flexibility? Guy can confirm people don't like it when I do that. Asking the wrong crowd, bro.
Seriously, Reddit is like 85% men. Little boys in reality. With such a small pool of women, it's bound to be unrepresentative of women at large. Edit. Also, since so many of these are very basic things that humans should be able to do, I surmise the majority of women on Reddit have dated immature man children. In regards to your edit, yes, it appears so. I've made some incredible mistakes in partner choice. And most of my complaints, learning moments sound a lot like those brought up by people in here. I can't fathom how anyone knows what they're looking for, and have it be the correct assortment of character traits right when they start dating. It took a few tries for me to figure out what a partnership was supposed to feel like. I have a sneaking suspicion I still might not actually know. It's been part of my growing up, maturing as a person, and I have a feeling it's pretty common.
Being clean. When you go to a guy's apartment and don't feel completely disgusted, but actually pleasantly surprised by how clean it is. Hot.
Knowing how to wash the dishes, and doing it.
I love seeing a guy be dexterous with his fingers. Like playing piano or assembling, painting miniatures. It shows finesse and patience. I love it when men can whistle nicely. It seems so sweet and happy to me. Like he is able to appreciate the small joys in life.
Being able to take constructive correction without taking it personally. I'm not trying to tell you who you aren't good. I'm just trying to help you take the next step. You wanna serve me? This is how. Examples. Hey, when you load the laundry, can you put my bras in a bag and not put them in the dryer? Hey, thanks so much for listening and letting me rant to you. Sometimes I really just need you to let me use you as a sounding board. Hey, that thing you did to my breasts last night? Amazing. Suck my clit at the same time and I'm golden.
Greater than hey, when you load the laundry, can you put my bras in a bag and not put them in the dryer? If they don't go in the dryer, where did they go? I worked in a grocery store when I was in college, and I'd always see these notes in the time clock room that said, do not put underscore, 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 underscore into the underscore, 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 underscore. They never said where you should put underscore, 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 which would have been infinitely more helpful.
Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.